Alright, welcome back. So it was highly requested to do a updated Mercury build video. Now the last time I did a Mercury build video was in December, so it wasn't too long ago, but that was season 2, now it's season 3. I believe the transition led to Mercury getting a small nerf on its passive, and the reason why is because there's more movement speed items, and you can get sprint at level 1, which gives you a lot of physical power additionally. And there was like a speed buff in Conquest, but now it's there no more, but yeah, that's that. In season 3 now there are more items to choose from for Mercury to kind of experiment with, but overall he's still basically the same. But I want to cover the abilities real quickly here. A couple important things to note is his passive right here under his first passive. He has like 2 passives. Mercury also gains additional physical power equal to 25% of movement speed from items and abilities. This kind of leads you to, hey, maybe you should buy some movement speed items. A couple good ones are Golden Bow. There's some other ones like Stone Cutting Sword is another option, and things like that. Another important note is his 2. It's just your steroid. Gives you up to 70% attack speed, so you don't really need to build any attack speed items, or else you risk the option to actually like overcap your attack speed. Like you don't want to make attack speed kind of useless if you go into another attack speed item. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. But for the most part, majority of people just level up his 1 the most. It increases the radius, and then with Golden Bow allows you to crit the entire minion wave. So it's really great clear. So that's the basics of his abilities. Now let's get to actually building Mercury. Starting with Conquest, if you're playing Mercury and Conquest, probably jungling. If so, obviously you want to go into Belma's Mask. You can also go into a relic. I mean, the starter is not too bad, but your first relic should most likely definitely be sprint. As you see, I have 9 physical power right now, no items. Use sprint, 46. I mean, that's a free like physical power item right there, for of course 5 or so seconds. But yeah, it's a nice damage spike to go into, so I highly recommend using that little tip to your advantage. Outside of Conquest, if you don't really need a starter item, so. Now, a couple of game modes like probably Assault, you might want to start Golden Bow. Some people like to rush Golden Bow first in place of their boots because it offers that slight movement speed and crit that allows you to crit the wave, like I mentioned before, helps clearing. Some might just do Throw and Dagger, then Boots, Golden Bow, then Boots, or you can do Boots and then Golden Bow. And there's different, different options you can go. It just whatever works for you, you just go with that. But yeah, after you have the 2 basic core here, you definitely need a bigger spike in both power and crit, and Deathbringer does that. Though Malice is starting to look good now, so you can replace it with Malice instead of Deathbringer. But in general, you're probably going to pick up both items anyway, so let's just go with Deathbringer first. Some people like to rush Malice right after. I would probably go into Penetration. I favor Penetration a little bit more at this stage. Because for one, it's like 1,000 gold cheaper, so you can finish Titan's Bane first, and you can have actual penetration. You can do objective damage earlier, things like that, then Malice, or you can go Malice, then Titan's Bane, whatever works for you. But let's just go with the Titan's Bane, go back, go into Malice, and that kind of leaves you with 1 item slot open, so you can have some fun with it. Wind Demon is not too bad if you're fighting healers, so your crits now also reduce heals on the target by 40%. You can go into that. Though Brawlers might be a better anti-healing item, power, pen, and then it's based off of your abilities, so it's not so much RNG as the Wind Demon, so you could probably guaranteed more anti-heals with the Brawlers, but then again, Wind Demon gives you extra crit strike chance, so you can play around with that. Or you go to the movement speed tab here, there's some extra items. Winged Blade, it's been a classic great item, has tons of stats for a very cheap price. Or Haste Ventalis, always great for boxing 1v1, so you can stick to your target hell of a lot easier. Or you can go into the Stone Cutting Sword. It's pretty much like the Season 2 Executioner, where you strip the physical protections of your target, except this one also adds up to 30 physical protections to yourself. That's quite a bit. That's like a free Midgardian Mail, of course without the HP. But I mean, this offers a huge power spike, movement speed, that's extra power, and a passive, also great for boxing each other. So yeah, you have some free options with that. Let's just go with the Stone Cutting Sword. And then if you go into something like this, let's just say 295 physical power, that's a lot. And then with your passive, if it's fully maxed out, your next base attack is swinging really hard. So let's just kind of punch Odin a little bit. No crits. That's why. Oh, there we go. See? Now we got the crits happening here. So yeah, I can see the big numbers. Of course, Odin's like level 1, probably doesn't have items, so that's just just a raw example. So that's pretty much it for Mercury. If I missed something, let me know. Hopefully it was helpful just to get a general idea of how Mercury is played and some good items to pick up for him. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.